Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome in if you're new to my channel. Today's video is really focused on a makeup look for glasses wearers. So I'll be doing this look right here, and stick around if you want to see what it looks like with my glasses at the end. The steps that I don't do any differently when I'm wearing glasses versus when I'm not wearing glasses. So for example, blush, I do the same regardless. I'm gonna kind of skip over today. I'm gonna do them off camera, and I'll go ahead and list those products in the description box down below, just in case you're curious. So one thing that's always different for me when I am wearing glasses is I do my concealer first and my foundation after my concealer. And that's because I skip concealer on a lot of areas where I typically put it. So normally I put concealer all the way up into this corner, but I'm not gonna do that when I am wearing glasses, because that's right where my glasses rub. And the name of the game when you're wearing glasses is to put the fewest number of layers down as you possibly can so that you don't have as much product moving around on your skin and kind of rubbing off, especially over your nose. So I just put it kind of in the under eye area, and then I go over this whole thing with foundation. I'm gonna go in with foundation, and the same rule kind of applies here. I'm going to use the damp sponge, and I'm gonna dot it all across my skin, and then I'm gonna blend that in. And I'm going to, when I get to my nose, I'm gonna go over the top, and then I'm gonna kind of skip this gap right here, and on my face I can tell exactly where it is because I don't tan right there. And I'm just carry up into the forehead, and I try to get the littlest amount of product that I can right there. It's going to rub off throughout the day anyway, so I don't see the point in applying it there in the first place and then having it gunk up on my glasses. And then keeping with that theme that I had with my concealer and my foundation of trying to avoid this area as much as possible and kind of just apply product where it's not going to rub off right away anyways, I do the same with my powder. So I will set my under eye just along the edges. And then I do set my chin and my forehead as usual. And I set my nose, but I set it really intentionally not on this bridge. Yet again, I just don't see the reason to do that. I know my glasses are gonna cover that spot up. If you are someone who takes your glasses on and off all day, I would recommend avoiding powder and concealer in this area still, but go ahead and put a light layer of your foundation down just so that you don't have like a differently colored stripe there throughout the day as you take them on and off. And that foundation will eventually wear off regardless. There is no magical product that's going to stick there the entire day while you take your glasses on and off, but just avoiding any product buildup will really help with how it looks when it wears off. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I'm gonna do the steps that aren't really relevant to my glasses off camera. So I'll be back with a couple other steps done, and I'll have all those products listed down below. All right, bronzer and blush are done, so I'm gonna move into some tips for my eye makeup that I always use when I know I'm gonna be wearing glasses. So the first thing is that I recommend always filling in your eyebrows, maybe a little more than you would on a day without glasses. So that will help frame your face, and it will also just provide kind of some contrast with your glasses. So adding in kind of another strong focal point on your face will draw attention to the fact that you're wearing makeup, and it just helps to really frame and shape everything out. And now that I have my brows done, I'll move into eyeshadow, eyeliner, and mascara. And my biggest tip here is to just not be afraid to go a little heavier handed with these steps than you would without glasses on. So the lenses on your glasses really provide kind of like a barrier between you and the person looking at you. So if you know you're wearing them, go ahead and put on maybe a slightly darker shade of eyeshadow than you would typically wear, or really pack on the sparkle on your eyeshadow. Today I'm gonna do an all matte eyeshadow look, but I love to put on some sparkle behind my glasses because I think it makes my eyes really pop. So first things first, I just go into a nice light shade of eyeshadow, and again I'll have all the products listed in the description box, and I just put this kind of all over from my lash line to my brow bone, just to give all my other eyeshadows a base. But I'm gonna go ahead and go in with just this kind of medium tone brown and just sweep that back and forth in my crease. And then I'm going to go into this middle shade down here, which for me is kind of a mid-tone brown. It's not super dark on my skin tone, but it's certainly darker than I would use on a normal day without glasses. And I sweep that just on this outer corner, and then I pull it up into the crease just a little bit. And then I'm going back to the brush that I used the crease color with, and I'm blending that all in and pulling this color in just a little bit more onto my eyelid. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a combination of the light toned brown and medium toned brown that I had, tap off the excess. I'm gonna pinch my brush, and I'm just gonna run that very lightly along the bottom lash line. Again, because I'm going to lose some of this definition as soon as I put my glasses on. So I wanna really keep that in mind as I'm doing my eyeshadow. So this is the point where if you did want to add a shimmer, you could go ahead and add that to your lid there, and you could add it to your brow bone as well. But I was really feeling a super simple everyday look today. So I'm just going to leave it here and go ahead and catch up the other eye, and I'll be right back. Typically, I would do eyeliner with my glasses, and that's something I don't wear on an everyday basis. I don't really like applying eyeliner. I have fairly small eyes, and to me it feels like it closes them off a little bit if I'm not super careful about how thick the line gets. But when I have glasses on, I find that I either need an eyeliner or I need a lot of mascara, like way more mascara than I typically like to apply, because I like a more natural looking lash. Today, just for the sake of sticking with the eyeshadow palette that I've been using, I'm gonna go ahead and use this darkest shade in the corner on a nice angled brush, and I'm just gonna draw on a little line on my upper lash line so that it's not such a harsh line, but it still provides plenty of definition for the glasses. And as you can see, that line I added with the dark eyeshadow is nothing too over the top. It's not too bold. This is still very much an everyday eyeshadow look for me, but it does add just that tiny bit of extra definition that's going to help your eyes stand out behind the lenses of your glasses. So my last step here is to just add mascara, and a few key tips for mascara for your glasses are to make sure that it is a waterproof mascara or very nearly waterproof, and to make sure it's one that doesn't flake or crumble throughout the day so that it's not flaking off and getting onto your glasses lenses. And although this mascara is not waterproof, I have found that it never budges on my eyes and it never gets on my lenses. And it's the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, and it's just been a foolproof for me. So I'm gonna put that on off camera and I'll be right back. Now that I have mascara on my top and bottom lashes, I'm ready to move on to my lip products. And you might be thinking, Morgan, you're crazy. What do my lip products have to do with my glasses? And you're right, it may seem irrelevant at first, but the lip color that you choose is going to impact how people perceive the rest of your makeup when you're wearing glasses. So if you go with a really bright, bold lip, the bold lip is really going to draw attention to the fact that you're wearing makeup, and people are going to be more likely to look at your eye makeup as well. If you want a more subtle look and you really want your glasses to be the center of attention and all of that eyeshadow work that we just did to be the center of attention, go ahead and go with a more neutral lip. So because today is an everyday makeup look for glasses wearers, I'm gonna go with the neutral lip. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lipstick off camera, and I'll be right back with my glasses on to show you the finished look. And here's the finished look with my glasses on. So please excuse the glare. I'm right in front of my window for my lighting, and you can see there's a little bit of a glare, but I hope you can also tell that my eyes are really standing out and they're the focal point of the look. So my eyebrows help to fill that in. I made sure to leave off too much product right there so that it's not rubbing off in an awkward way throughout the day. And then I have a nice neutral lip so that most of the attention is drawn to my glasses and my eyeshadow. And I'm gonna go ahead and insert a couple photos here as well of me with my other glasses on. I have a couple pairs from the past, so you can see what it looks like with different shaped frames as well. All right, I hope you enjoyed this look today, and I hope that these tips help you next time you'll be wearing your glasses with makeup. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.